for all you Motorola friends who could not afford the Moto G or the Moto X probably, or just want a second phone to your flagship, you have the brand new Motorola Moto E that was released in India today. It's an entry-level Motorola phone sitting right in front of the product chain. You have the 4.3-inch capacitive screen, Gorilla Glass 3, 540 by 960 pixels, no secondary camera. On the left side you have pretty much nothing, and then you have your micro USB 2.0 port. On the right side you have the volume rocker and the power button, and then on top you have the secondary mic and the 3.5mm jack. Behind you have the 5MP camera, no LED flash, Motorola branding, and it has a very nice matte finish back cover which is removable, and it also comes in 9 different colors. It's quite tough though, just like the Moto G. The battery is non-removable. It's dual SIM, so you have 2 micro SIMs and then 1 micro SD card. It's dual standby, by the way. So all in all, the phone looks great. 4.3-inch screen at this price point is really cool. It's powered by Snapdragon 200 chipset, 1.2 gig dual core processor, 1 GB RAM, and it's also powered by Android 4.4.2. that's Android KitKat, which is commendable. And also something that Motorola really prides itself on is that it has pretty much the vanilla Android ROM. So all these UI that you see are straight from the stock ROM, and there is no bloatware or any skin on top of that. And what you're looking at right now are the pretty usual things that you've seen on the stock Android ROM that you must have seen on your Nexus 5 or other device that runs vanilla ROM. You see the usual long press to add galleries, live wallpapers. You have to go to the widget menu to add widgets. It's very, very smooth. That's the magic of stock ROM. No lag whatsoever, and that's the main app drawer. You have the default Google apps and some Motorola in-house apps, and then the widget menu. You also have some games out there. I don't know if they are preloaded or they have installed it for a demo purposes. Absolutely buttery smooth. Project Butter, if you will. Yeah, and then we'll look at some of the key apps. You have the Motorola Alert, yeah, and then you have the Motorola Assist. Of course, you know this app. Alert is a relatively new app, by the way. You have the 5MP camera here. No front camera, no LED flash. Of course, it has the 4x digital zoom and has the identical interface of the Moto G. You drag from the left to bring out the settings menu, that your HDR, auto, on, off, and then you can control the exposure. Note that it's a fixed focus camera, it's not autofocus, and that's one of our disappointments. You can switch off the widescreen and go to 4:3 aspect ratio. Yeah, shutter sound off or on, and then that's how you record the video. Yeah, during video you can click stills. There you see it's clicking still. But to click stills or stills during video, just touch the screen. Yeah, there you see, and that's our still mode again. So just touch the screen, and it lags a bit, takes about half a second to capture and process a photo. You can also go ahead and select that one so that you can adjust the exposure. So wherever you drag this on will adjust the exposure and will try to give you a relatively brighter exposure of your subject in interest. Then your gallery, where all the albums are arranged in stacks, stills and videos alike. You can go to still. You can see the display also quite nice, and although 540 by 960 pixels, but then it's quite crisp and bright, and you can have loads of options. Plus you can have an built-in photo editor. You can add frames or use some quick filters and stuff, and you can also share them via all these means. Pretty usual really. There is no need to go in deep. You already must be knowing this. You can also select multiple photos and then share all of them together. Yeah, you have your FM radio, which does not play without your earphones plugged in, and then you have a pretty big dialer, colorful as one. Your settings, And your typical KitKat settings, you have the dual SIM settings out there. You'll see it has two SIMs. You can set one as default and search your connection menu, then your storage. So you see a total 2.21, only 1.39 GB is available. And Motorola privacy, and you can add these many accounts, no unnecessary accounts of course. And then about phone, there you see Android KitKat 4.4.2. One problem we might have is with the internal storage. You won't be able to install big games. I want to talk about the details of the display a bit. The photos are pretty detailed actually, both in terms of the camera performance and the display quality as well. So you have this photo just clicked by one of my friends with Motorola. You can see it's fairly detailed, although you cannot read the names there, but it's fairly detailed for a 5 MP camera. Yeah, we'll go ahead and check out how the display performs during video, the brightness and all, and then the viewing angle. So we have a sample video playing here, and then of course see we are under sunlight, and you see there a fair bit of reflection on the screen because it's a pretty glossy screen, although it's shatterproof and kind of a non-reflecting coating. But still, when you have night scenes, you would have reflections there, but the viewing angles are pretty good. The Moto E also comes with this back covers, about 9 of them in different colors, and then it also have some grip back covers, basically to give a little bit of more cushion to your phone. So that's your Motorola Moto E. That's gonna go on sale in India tonight for 6,990. Thank you.